That was a lot of fun.
That was episodes. Oh crap.
That was episode 3 and 4. And now we should probably talk about this.
Probably.
So we're gonna go do that.
I have questions. Oh no, what happened? And we'll get back to it. It's fine.
We'll get back. It's fine. Alrighty.
We back?
We are back.
Mm-hmm.
We are talking about some Gravity Falls, and we are still on season 1, episode 4, The Hand That Rocks the Mabel. I feel like that just described your whole thoughts on this episode.
This is so weird.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Let's get into it. Let's start talking about it. So we start off with Dipper, Mabel, and Seuss watching another one of the great shows within a show of Gravity Falls called Tiger Fist.
Which I don't get how that works. Like,
It's
and also think about it. So they literally like tortured an animal and sewed an arm onto him.
No. It's I'm on the Gravity Falls wiki right now, and there is an article for Tiger Fist, and all it says is the show follows the story of a tiger who, after an explosion, had a large muscular human arm surgically attached to his shoulder.
So they tortured a tiger.
Somehow saving his life.
So they tortured a tiger.
No, he was exploded already, and then they fixed him.
But how was he exploded? Was it man trying to murder him?
It was pouches. I don't know. Could be. Tiger Fist.
Anyway,
so so as they're watching the show, they see an ad on the TV for a psychic. Mm-hmm. And the psychic is called Lil Gideon. And his tent of telepathy.
You know what's funny? I didn't hear the Lil part. I just heard Gideon.
Lil Gideon.
So then like when that reveal happened, I'm like, oh,
he's Lil. So they're kind of curious. They want to check it out.
But Stan says they can't, and nobody under his roof.
Well, is he really psychic?
I think we should go and find out.
Never! You're forbidden from patronizing the competition. No one that lives under my roof is allowed under that Gideon's roof.
Do tents have roofs?
I think we just found our loophole. Literally. Womp womp!
It'll come down soon, folks. Gideon is expecting you.
Also, would you really trust Grumple Stan with children? Like, thinking about these parents? Also, did you ever meet the parents? No?
Right. Nobody under his roof, but yes. But the thing is, it's a tent. Do tents really have roofs?
Kind of.
Loophole.
Literally.
It's a loophole. And then, yes, because Mabel finds a literal loophole.
But that's kind of they technically have roofs. Mm-hmm. Like you just need a top part to cover yourself. Mm-hmm. So
it's subjective.
Yeah.
So yeah, and so we can already tell that Gideon and Stan are going to be kind of rivals because I mean in the commercial they start kind of dunking on Stan, and Stan he's not really into that psychic stuff. Mm-hmm. But they go anyway, and they go and check it out. And Lil Gideon puts on a performance. He seems to be very popular. People are buying his merch. Like, he throws his little, like, cape into the audience.
He's also a child?
He's also, when we say Lil Gideon, it's because he's like a baby man. Deuce.
Starting.
Do they have their own Mabel and Dipper?
Let's see what this monster looks like.
Abel and Kipper? That works. Love it.
Hello, America! My name is Lil Gideon.
Remember when he asked me if he was going to be a baby instead of
Stan's mortal enemy?
That's not a baby.
So baby, just a little man.
Ladies and gentlemen,
That's
it
racist.
is such a gift to have you here tonight. Such a gift. I have a vision. I predict you will soon all say, "Aww."
But he's like a little kid.
But baby man, but he's a kid. He's not a baby man. Baby man sounds
like
creepy.
a kid. Yeah, he's like a kid.
But is he like around like Mabel and Dipper's age?
I think like a couple years younger.
Really?
So, but like he's little. Yes.
And he's also got that southern twang that makes people think he's like adorable, which honestly is really not that adorable if you think about it.
Yes, he has like that little southern accent. He goes like, "Will me."
You know what was weird?
What?
I don't know why, but it was like probably like the color of his hair, and then he had like a United States like pin on there.
Yeah.
For some reason, I kept thinking Bill Clinton. No, not that it was Bill Clinton, but like I don't know. For some reason, like the resemblance a little bit like a baby.
I like when you're like white hair, USA pin. Southern accent.
Come on, a little bit.
Clinton.
A little bit.
I mean, I guess I see where you're coming
Also,
from.
creep factor.
So they're at this psychic show, and Gideon seems like he is not really a real psychic because he's basically stating the obvious, but making it seem like it's something people didn't expect.
Hashtag no shit Sherlock.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, I think you've been here before, to the person with all of the little Gideon merchandise.
I think your name's Mabel. How did I guess?
Mabel says with her name on her sweater. And so he has a song. He has like a cute little performance. But there is a moment where he says everybody to like stand up.
And everybody does.
Everybody does.
I thought we were also going to go into like televangelism for a second.
It feels like it, right?
Yeah.
Like, it definitely has a very like televangelist feel.
And Dipper's like, what? How come Dipper's not affected?
Well, he did stand up.
Oh, he did. But
Yeah,
he knows
that's why he was like, whoa, what?
Okay, so he's not affected, but like he's aware that he's not affected, that he's affected.
Yeah, he's aware that there's something weird going on, I think.
Yeah, that's weird. Okay.
So when they leave the show, Dipper's like, that was stupid and fake. And Mabel was like, I think it was kind of funny.
Cute little moment.
Yes. Yeah, they have like a cute sibling moment, which is nice. The next day, Gideon actually shows up to the mystery shack because he's interested in Mabel.
Ew.
He thought she was interesting. So he asked if they can hang out. So he takes her back to his dressing room.
As friends, right?
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna be just like Toad's friends.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine.
Check it out, Dipper! I successfully bedazzled my face!
That's not.
Blink! Ow.
There should be more blood.
I'm unappreciated in my time.
I feel you,
Somebody
Mabel.
answer that door.
There should also be more blood when you bedazzle.
Howdy.
It's little old you!
Sweet.
Gideon!
What do you say? We step away from here and chat a bit more. Perhaps in my dressing room?
Makeovers!
Ow.
Cailin?
What?
Stranger danger.
Stranger danger.
Because I do.
What?
Well, I must say.
Do say
Hey, Dipper. What's going on?
It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
So Mabel says like, yeah, sure, let's go hang out. And so they hang out, and Mabel seems to have a lot of fun with it.
Well,
But
she gets a makeover.
yeah, she does get a makeover, and you know,
And she gets like acrylic nails.
she gets like really long nails. It's just really funny. And Dipper says he doesn't really like. He's not super trustworthy of Gideon right now. But Mabel's like, yeah, it's fine. Like, this is somebody who's like doing stuff with me that you guys won't do because you're a bunch of dumb boys and you want to go, blow up hot dogs in the microwave. Mm-hmm. Which happens sometimes.
Hey, can you blow up a hot dog in the microwave?
I don't know, but we should try it.
I know you can blow up a marshmallow in the microwave.
That's true.
I've almost done that. I mean, I've like watched it grow and then.
That's exciting. Mm-hmm. We should go blow up some hot dogs in the microwave.
Do you have hot dogs?
Sure.
We'll destroy your microwave and your parents won't be mad at you?
They probably will be mad at me.
Yep. Anyway.
So Mabel and Gideon keep hanging out, and Gideon's very obviously interested in Mabel as more than a friend.
But he's not being normal about it.
No, he doesn't have boundaries, which is very apparent. Because he's
one day you'll be my queen. Why does everybody want Mabel to be their queen?
maybe because everyone just acknowledges that Mabel is just far superior to everyone else.
I mean, that's true. But she's also just a girl looking at a boy asking him to love her.
Maybe when I'm up here looking down at all them little old people, I feel like I'm king of all I survey. I guess that makes you my queen.
What?
Why?
You are being so nice.
Why do
to me
people
right now.
keep wanting to make Mabel their
Quit it.
queen?
I'm speaking from
Stranger
the heart.
From
danger.
where now?
Mabel, I've never felt this close with anyone. So
How old are you?
Look,
Ah.
I like you a lot, but let's just be friends.
at least just give me a chance. Mabel, will you do me the honor of going on a date with me?
A play date? A shopping date?
It'll just be one little old date. I swear I'm like a bolo tie.
How old are you?
Okay, then. I guess.
Mabel Pines, you have made me the happiest boy in the world.
Are you sniffing my hair?
Stranger danger.
Danger.
It's not a...
Ask him to like hang out for the summer.
Ask him to hang out for the summer and just like, be a gentleman and not a creepy gentleman.
Yeah. Really, women have such low standards for men because it's like, can you just not be creepy? And suddenly that's like you're asking.
Can you not be creepy and like, maybe, I don't know, watch Queer Eye with me?
Yeah, it's not much to ask.
And like cuddle me once in a while and just like listen to me. That's all I ask.
That's all we ask.
And it doesn't just have to be Queer Eye. It can also be, good shows. Well, actually, Queer Eye is a good show.
But like other shows.
I do like other shows, yeah.
So Gideon asks her out on a date.
And she's like,
She's like, like a date, and she doesn't want it to be a date.
No.
But he keeps kind of like convinced. He's like, come on.
Is it the mind thing, or is it just like he's just a manipulative personality?
He's just kind of manipulative, and he's like, because he's like, it's just gonna be one date, and she's like, she's in a situation where like, hey, he's being nice enough, and it's only like one date, and so she accepts, even though there's the part where he like keeps trying to touch her hair.
It's like, are you smelling? Yeah, and he's like,
he's like, going, and she's like, no.
it's like, it's fine if you like touch their hair, but you need consent.
Right. And I like how we both just like recoiled at the part because it's like a small detail that we're just like, and then like, so he hugs her and then he just starts smelling her hair, which is weird. Don't do that.
Like I think I've seen it like a couple times in like teen romance dramas, but it was like kind of cute, honestly.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Like it's kind of like that thing of like you're not actually smelling their hair, but like you're hugging them, and then you get a whiff of like their shampoo, and you're just like, I like that smell. That's cute. I'm thinking of Degrassi, honestly. Everybody knows what I'm thinking
Degrassi.
of.
This is not Degrassi.
Aww, I miss Degrassi.
Spoiler alert, not Degrassi.
No.
But like this is such like a real thing though. Like it's such a real thing.
Yeah, and this like brings up my point about like how Gravity Falls handles the male gender so far. Why are most of the men creepy?
But this is like so real. Of like
it's real.
It's such like a real thing to just be like, it's like I really like you. And you're like, I don't. And it's like, come on, just go on one date. Like it's not a big deal. Just like one day. Come on, it's like one day. It's not a big deal. And you're like, whatever. So like,
here's the thing: if a guy does that to you, just say like no, because it's gonna be out of pity. So no.
Right. And sometimes you just get put in. We'll talk about it when we get there. So Gideon is really into this date idea. Like he shows up at the Mystery Shack. He's like on a horse. Just cause he's just on a horse. Whatever.
Yeah.
He's on a horse, and they go to like this really super fancy restaurant. Like super
with like a lot
fancy.
of forks.
A night of enchantment awaits, my lady.
Oh boy.
How?
I can't believe they let us bring a horse in here.
Well, people have a hard time saying no to me.
Ah, Mr. Gideon, the feet on the table. An excellent choice.
Jean-Luc, what did we discuss about eye contact?
Yes, very good.
I've never seen so many forks. And water with bubbles in it? Ooh la la.
It's not that good.
wee-wee.
No, La Croix's good. I like La Croix.
I have no idea what you're saying.
This is gonna stop right now.
Dude, wouldn't it be funny if that was a closet and you had to come back out again and walk out the real door? Nope, real door.
Like from TV? Back from TV?
Back from TV. Yeah, there's so many forks
Are you good with that?
on the table.
Like different, like a, I don't know if I've been to like a super fancy restaurant. I mean, I've been to a couple where there's like a lot of forks.
I know nothing about etiquette or fancy table manners.
I think the smaller fork is for your salad, and then you have the bigger fork for your meal. And like I can tell the difference between like a regular spoon and a soup spoon.
Yeah, that's as far as.
And
I
then there's
got.
like the super super tiny forks, which is like I think if you're gonna eat like oysters or something, it's like good for that, like raw oysters. And then you just need one knife, although you need a butter knife, which is also different.
Yeah. So like I don't.
And then
really...
there's like your water glass, and then like your wine glass. And then I don't know how it's all placed properly. I think I could probably set it up if I needed to.
I have no idea.
Also, if you need to set it up, Google it.
It's so true.
But
'cause I don't know.
But they go to and like they got sparkling water.
I hate sparkling water.
You know what the thing is? Because like my dad really likes like Pellegrino and stuff because like it's like he prefers that over like plain water and like hates the taste of just like the Pellegrino. But I've had like not like plain La Croix, but I've had like flavors of it. I actually like that, and it's actually helpful because now I drink less soda because I have something fizzy.
Yeah.
So like flavored sparkling water is quite good.
Okay, I just don't like sparkling water.
Have you
at all.
had
I think it
flavored?
tastes nasty.
Have you had flavored sparkling water?
I have not.
I might, if I have it one day, I will let you try it because I
Okay.
think you might enjoy. You might, because like I'm like you, but you might enjoy the flavored kind.
I'll give it a shot.
Okay.
But I'll make no guarantee.
Because no, I'm just saying because like I'm with you on the plain one, so that's why I'm saying it.
Yeah, it's nasty.
Yeah, it is nasty.
Um,
And like there's like the waiter who's like I'll French it, but that's not even.
yeah, no, that was
That's like
okay.
a bad French accent. And then getting sound like, what did I say about eye contact?
Yeah, but like Gideon is like, this is kind of where it's apparent that Gideon's always used to getting his way, because he just has a way with people, I guess. But yeah, he has a way with people. Like everyone is like always kind of is hanging on his word, or like he's being rude by like putting his feet up on the table, but like everyone's like, oh, that's fine. So Gideon's a guy who's not used to taking no for an answer in a way that is a little yikes. A little yikes.
Yeah.
Towards the end, Gideon thinks it's been like a good date, and he's like, I can't wait for the one tomorrow. And Mabel's like, I told you one date,
And that's it.
and that's it. And he's like,
Because he probably assumed they're like, oh no, she'll see how fancy I am, and then
Right.
she'll like me.
Yep.
We don't need fancy stuff.
no, just
No.
don't be a creep.
Don't be a creep.
Oh.
I feel like there needs to be like I feel bad. That's like one thing I do feel bad about like the male gender is that like we just assume all men are creeps when there actually are like some genuinely nice guys out there.
But so many are creeps.
No, so I'm saying, but like we can't put all men into like the demographic of creep. Okay, we say we can't do that with like a lot of different like minorities and ethnicities. So we can't say like you can't do that to other people, but you can do that to men. It's not right.
Yes. Okay.
It's not right.
But have you ever been in a situation where you've been trusting a man and they turned out to be a creep?
Yeah, but like that's honestly like less than you'd think. Like I think it's only probably been like once or twice in my
Okay.
life. Out of like 25 years I've been living, like most of the men that I know are genuinely like really nice guys. Or they're like, and if they're not nice guys, I just generally stop talking to them.
I've known a lot of the nice guys, you know, like the nice guys.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Will you accompany Gideon to the ballroom dance this Thursday?
Oh, so adorable.
Gideon's got a girlfriend.
They're expecting us. Please say you'll go.
Don't do it.
Gideon, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to say,
I'm on the edge of my seat.
This is gonna be adorable.
if she says no, I'll die from sadness.
I can verify that will indeed happen. Hey, how'd it go?
I don't know. I have a lobster now.
Well, at least it's over and you won't ever have to go out with him again.
But Gideon's a creep.
but Gideon's a creep. It boils it down to it. And so Gideon uses a big old bird, South American macaw, to like fancily ask her out on another date. And here's the thing: it's not just like he's asking her on another date, but has her in a place with a bunch of people watching, and everyone is like, "Ah, this is so cute." It's like if she says no, I'm going to die of sadness.
So you know what she should have said? No.
No. Well, here's the thing: it is wrong to put somebody in a situation where
Well, they can't say no.
Yes, exactly, and that's what happened. So she could have, but she was in a very bad situation. So I do not blame Mabel in this case. I don't blame her. I blame the situation she was in because it was bad.
How about you blame Gideon?
Yeah, Gideon sucks. So Mabel has to say yes because she's in a bad situation.
But she's sad about it.
Yeah, she's sad about it. And she's agonizing over it, and she's like, she just wants to be friends with him. She just wants things to go back to normal. She doesn't want to have to keep going on all these dates. And kind of in the meantime, that's when Stan is, when they first go on a date, Stan's all pissed about it, so he goes over to Gideon's house. But then he kind of strikes a deal with Buddy Gleeful, which is Gideon's father, and how they're kind of thinking about going into business together.
Hooray!
Make money, and we know that Stan loves money.
He's like Mr. Krabs.
Yeah. So Stan gets kind of turned around the whole thing where now he used to hate Gideon. Now he's like, money. We're all in. So Mabel, you have to marry Gideon now.
Other word for friend.
Pal?
I already said pal. Mate?
How about soulmate?
Well, you can't say no to that.
Yes, you can. No means no.
Man, he's so nice, but I can't keep doing this. But I can't break his heart. I have no way out.
There's
What in the heck
nail
happened
in her
on that
head?
date?
I don't know. It was in the friend zone.
Oh,
and then
okay.
before I knew what was happening, he pulled me into the romance zone. It was like quicksand. Chubby quicksand.
Dipper, help out.
Mabel, come on. It's not like you're gonna have to marry Gideon.
Great news, Mabel. You have to marry Gideon.
What?
It's all part of my long-term deal with Buddy Gleeful. There's a lot of cash tied up in this thing. Plus, I got this shirt. Oh, I am fat. Bodies change, honey. Bodies change.
Mabel's not here. She's in Sweater Town.
Are you gonna come out of Sweater Town? All right, enough is enough. If you can't break up with Gideon, then I'll do it for you.
You will?
I do kind of like how Dipper wears the same outfit all the time, and then Mabel's always in a new sweater.
So there's a lot of pressure on Mabel, and she's upset. She goes into Sweater Town because she's sad. And
But see, this is where we get a thing of like not all men, because Dipper, being a good big brother,
yes.
who actually like likes his sister and wants to help and just wants to help her out.
So Dipper is like, yeah, I'll go, basically break up with him for you. So he does that. But Gideon isn't super thrilled about that.
No,
And then he kind of goes,
power hungry.
he's kind of like a power hungry little kid.
Dipper Pines, how are you? You look good. You look good.
Thanks. Look, Gideon, we've got to talk. Mabel isn't joining you tonight. She doesn't want to see you anymore. She's kind of weirded out by you, no offense.
So
weirded
what
out.
you're saying is, you've come between us.
You're not gonna, freak out or anything, are you?
Of course not. These things happen. Bygones, you know.
So, okay, cool. Well, then again, sorry, man, but, hey, thumbs up.
Would you like to stay for a mint julep with some arson in it?
Thumbs up, indeed.
He
How did
scares
it go?
me.
Was he mad? Did he try to read your mind with his psychic powers?
Don't worry, Mabel. He's just a kid. He doesn't have any powers.
He has powers, doesn't he?
Dipper Pines, you don't know what you've done. You've just made the biggest mistake of your life.
Gideon Charles Gleeful, clean up your room this instant.
I can buy and sell you, old man.
Fair enough.
When did he get that picture? Oh, Jesus.
He is, because he's got
But it
this
turns out-
magic amulet.
Which he has, apparently.
Yeah, so there's this magic amulet that seems to, that he can use to do all this kind of weird psychic
It looked
stuff.
like that amulet from that book series that I don't remember the name of. You remember? It was like a book series where it's like, when your teacher's a vampire.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm talking about? Or like, when
Yeah.
your so-and-so's a genie.
Yeah, I remember that series. It was always, I always saw the covers, but I never actually read those
I
books.
think I read a couple of them. I remember the genie. I remember the genie one. That's about it.
Yeah. I don't know. But so then he basically goes home, and you can see he starts getting real bad. He's getting creepy. He's throwing stuff around. He's freaking out. He thinks it's all Dipper's fault because Dipper's keeping them apart or whatever. And there's the part where his dad comes in the room, and Gideon says, "I can buy and sell you, old man." So Gideon's a little off his rocker, off his little baby rocker, because he's a scary little baby man.
He's a kid, not a baby man, because baby man sounds weirder. Sounds like a 40-year-old man hitting on a 12-year-old.
So Gideon devises a plan. He has Toby Determined call up Dipper and says that he wants to hear all of his theories about Gravity Falls, which is the quickest way to Dipper's heart, because he's like, I have so many theories. But it's a trap set up by Gideon, who Gideon then exchanges for the reporter's phone number, which is a little weird.
Again, if he's polite about it on the phone.
He's not going to be.
He's not.
He's not going to be. So back at the shack, Mabel's still kind of agonizing. She has a conversation with Wendy where she's like, Wendy, have you ever broken up with somebody before? And Wendy goes, sure. And then she counts them all on her hands.
Also proves that not all women are angels.
It's true.
Most of us are.
There's still some people that Wendy maybe hasn't broken up with yet.
Ignore.
Just
break up with him over text like a good woman.
Or just ghost him into oblivion.
That's just mean. As somebody who's been ghosted, it's just mean. Anyway, Gravity Falls.
So, Mabel decides that she's going to go break up with Gideon herself. So, Dipper goes and he gets trapped in this like weird like warehouse place.
We want to interview you about whether you've seen anything unusual in this here town since you've arrived.
Oh, finally! I thought nobody would ever ask. I have notes and theories.
Oh, no.
412 Gopher Road.
No.
Tonight? Got it.
There, I did your dirty work. Now it's time to pay your end of the bargain. Chandra Jimenez's phone number. Bless you, Lil Gideon.
Why are there so many creepy men in this show?
It's true that they're creepy.
Like Grunkle Dance looking like just a dick. A little creepy.
Hello?
Maybe letting Dipper do it for me was a mistake. Gideon deserves an honest breakup.
Danny Feldman, Mark Epstein. Oh, man. I'm not sure I ever actually broke up with him. No wonder he keeps calling me.
I know what I gotta do. Thanks for talking to me, Wendy.
Ignore.
Yay! You know, if you want to get back in a girl's good graces, murdering her brother not a good option.
Monster.
Your sister will be mine.
Gideon comes and he starts using his amulet to control a bunch of stuff, and he's got Dipper trapped.
It's a bunch of his merchandise.
He's got a bunch of merchandise, right? There's like a fight.
Merchandising, where the real money is.
It's true. And it gets a little dark because Gideon has like his Lil Gideon's lamb shears about to.
I thought the doll was creepier, honestly.
Oh, the doll's creepy. Yeah, like Gideon has like a little mini me in his lap. It's weird.
And then when he wants to like continue laughing, he just pulls the string.
Yeah. But Mabel comes in to save the day and to stop Gideon from, cutting her brother in half. Whatever.
Like a good sister.
So she tells Gideon she's never going to date him, and they play keep away, and she takes the amulet, they play keep away with it, and then Gideon, they fall through the
Gideon and Dipper.
Gideon and Dipper like fall through the window, and they're falling off a cliff, but then Mabel
saves the day,
uses the amulet to make sure nobody dies, which is nice.
And then, like a good lady, destroys it.
She destroys it, which is very smart of her.
I was like, good job. I was like, applaud, because like...
Yeah, and she breaks up with him, tells him he's a creep.
But we can still be makeover buddies, right? Wouldn't you like that?
Really?
No, not really! You were like attacking my brother! What the heck?
My time, give it back!
Ha! Not so powerful without this, are you?
Dipper!
Break it! Or use it. Nice.
My powers!
Oh, this isn't over. This isn't the last.
You don't have any powers. You don't have any powers. And now he's got no power.
Now he's got no powers. Whatever is he going to do? So he comes back to his house. The deal is off with Stan. So Stan naturally steals the clown poster.
Like you do. Again,
Get even.
Stan's a dick, but he accepts that.
Yeah, he knows what he's about. Yeah, Gideon has kind of a creepy scene towards the end where he's like, he makes a little Gravity Falls town out of like little miniatures. And yeah. And and he's kind of like mocking everybody. And then we get a reveal here. We get a reveal that Lil Gideon is in possession of journal number 2. Ooh. Interesting. So I feel like that means we're going to see Gideon again in the future.
You know what I feel like with like a lot of like a lot of these episodes like feel standalone, but then they have like elements like I feel like could come back, but it doesn't feel like it doesn't feel like a long like season arc thing. It feels like a kind of, which I find interesting.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's it. That's all I find interesting.
I can see when I'm not wanted.
Stan, I'm sorry, but I'm going to need that painting back. Stan!
Try and catch me, suckers!
Look at me, I'm old and I'm smelly. Hey, what are you gonna do without your precious amulet? Oh, you'll see, boy. You'll see.
Hey!
You're done?
So, but yeah, so that's that episode. So, the introduction of Gideon Gleeful, the child psychic, who is a little off his rocker.
A little?
And we get the reveal of where journal number 2 is. And that's kind of the big plot points of this episode that kind of tie in later on. And then we learn a valuable lesson about don't be a creep.
Don't be a creep. And if you want to say no, you can say no.
Say no. And don't force people into situations where they can't say no.
Don't force people into situations you can't say no. Don't accept pity dates.
Don't accept pity dates. Don't.
No.
It's so true.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and like sometimes some men are creeps and some men are going to be creepy and you just need to get away from the situation and find your good man.
Mm-hmm.
Or just hang out with your brother who is one of the few good men in this show.
It's true. It's true. The cryptogram for this episode, the line that we see in the credits, translates to Carla, why won't you call me? So
probably because you're a creep.
Well, Carla, if you remember the telepathy commercial, the 10 of telepathy commercial that have the beginning, they have like the disclaimer at the end where, and the end of this disclaimer goes, Carla, I always loved you. So let's see if there's any other fun facts for this episode. Voice of Lil Gideon is Thurp von Orman.
That's a good name.
That's a great name.
Who is that?
I know. What else is this guy in? He's more of a writer and producer type, so that's why he's not. Let's see. Writer, actor, 19 credits. Let's see. A lot of animated series, Adventure Time, Gravity Falls, Sanjay and Craig.
But like nothing we would know.
Some, Flapjack. He's the creator of Flapjack and does some Flapjack voices.
I don't know what the Flapjack is.
You know, The Marvelous Misadventures of Flapjack?
No.
Never see that show?
Nope. Never heard of it.
All right. So that's his big thing. He does, he created and voiced Flapjack. There you go.
You happy now?
There we go. Now I know things. Yay. All right. Is that it?
I guess.
Is that all we got?
I guess.
All right. We don't have a comment according today because we don't got many comments. So give us some comments. And
please and thank you.
Read them on the show. Or you can leave us comments on other things. You can either leave us reviews on iTunes, or you can tweet at us, or you can comment on some of our Facebook posts. We would love to see you any kind of way. So you may be asking yourself, how do I find out about these things? Well, if you're not listening to us or watching us on YouTube, we are on youtube.com. We are Witty Clothes Productions. You can find us on iTunes, Witty Clothes Productions. You can follow us on Twitter at Witty Clothes, on Facebook, Witty Clothes Productions. Hit us up on Patreon. We are patreon.com/wittyclothes. And you can email us, wittyclothes@gmail.com. And I think I covered everything. Anything else to say before we wrap up for today, Dara?
This show's weird.
This show is weird. And it's just going to keep getting weirder as we go into our next episodes of Season 1. Episode 5, The Inconveniencing, and Episode 6, Dipper versus Manliness.
Okay.
All right, until next time, I'm Cailin Clothier.
I'm Dara Whitman.
Peace.
Not yet.
How about now?
Almost. And there.
Let's do this.